Today's college hacking inspiration story comes from Nick, who graduated from Liberty University for $13,363 in under 1 year. And now you're going to learn how he did it and how you can do it too.
So yes, I'm a licensed funeral director and embalmer, and I own a funeral home and a crematory.
You've obviously already got this very successful career. You're very busy. We were talking about what made you want to go back to college?
So in our industry, to be licensed in the funeral business, we go to a specialty school, and so when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I went to a specialty school. It takes about 2 years, and, it's the equivalent of what would be like an associate's degree. And so there was always this thought process that when I was done with that I would go on and get a bachelor's and finish and continue my education. And then life happens and you get busy and you get married and children come. And in my case, I started a business and just never made it back to finish it.
Nick already had 60 credits, but every time he tried to transfer those specialized mortician credits into a school, they turned him down. How many credits did you end up transferring into Liberty University from previous coursework?
So here was the amazing thing about College Hacked and what y'all were able to do for me. So I was thinking, well, if they'll just let me use my English, if they'll let me use a few of my sciences, I just didn't want to start from nothing. I'm 43 years old, and so I haven't been in a classroom in a long time. There were a couple of things I didn't know if I could do it. So I thought, okay, if I can just get the basics, if they'll give me some credit. After meeting with you guys online and going through all of the options, we navigated a way to where I got 100%.
We were able to help Nick pick Liberty University Online as the best school for him. And I thought this was a particularly good fit because out of all the schools that we work with, Liberty tends to be the one that is most accepting of niche or super specialized credits from alternative sources.
When I met with you originally, my concern was that I wanted to make sure that it was a regionally accredited school.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be nonprofit because I had done a little bit of research and I knew that I wanted to avoid the University of Phoenix's or the others that were for profit. And I wanted to make sure that it was regionally accredited in the event that I decided to do something after this, that it would be a successful and usable degree.
And Nick was still nervous about going back to school, but it turns out Liberty University Online was a great fit for him.
Having been out of the classroom so long, I was concerned that I would not be able to do totally self-guided study like UMPI. I actually felt that I needed kind of a weekly schedule. So Liberty offered 8-week classes and on a week-to-week schedule. So I could start off on a Monday and know, okay, there are these modules and I need to do this, this, this. It was very user-friendly for somebody who had not been in an academic setting in 20 years.
That's awesome. So, and you felt like the customer service was good? You had a good experience with professors?
Liberty was great. I have nothing negative to say about Liberty. I had good experience with the professors. The few times that I did have questions, I would email them within a day or two. I would receive an email back. I liked the fact that all of the textbooks were available. I really liked the Canvas system. It was great. I really can't say enough about Liberty in the sense that it was very user-friendly.
Nick wanted to graduate fast, so we helped him transfer in 30 more alternative credits that he earned super fast and super inexpensively, and started taking 4 classes at a time at Liberty, which, if you know anything about Liberty, that is a lot of work, especially when you are a busy dad and business owner.
The strength of what you all were able to do for me is that you gave me a clear directive and told me, hey, this is it. If you go do this, 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 and this, you will earn a degree. And by the time after I finished my consultation with y'all, I mean, it was just kind of follow the yellow brick road here. I mean, as long as I do this, I'm going to end up with a degree. And ultimately I did.
You've got the bachelor's now. Any interest in pursuing something beyond that?
Yes. Since I'm already in the zone of learning at the moment, I would like to have some type of master's degree. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do there. It could be an MBA. I've looked at a couple of different programs for just MBAs. And so one thing that I think that's important for people to know is it is in fact possible to go back to school and to get a bachelor's degree even when you are entirely busy. So I own a business. I'm a single dad of 2 girls who live with me 100% of the time, and I navigated it. I mean, it is completely doable. And that was one of my big concerns when I started this process was, can I even do this? Is this going to be feasible?
Where was the most valuable place that you found time to get work done, or the most valuable time of day?
So for me, I did most of the work in the evenings. After I got home from my day schedule, and once my kids were pretty much settled for the evenings, I was able to really kind of dive in, from like 7:30 to 9:30 and dive in and get the work done. And then also I would find myself on Saturday and Sunday mornings when the house was quiet, people are passed out, the lights, the kids aren't roaming, that it was a perfect time to really be able to dive in and focus, and I could get a lot of work done at that time.
Finally, I hit Nick with a heavy question, and he had a great answer.
The biggest challenge would have been that I was terrified of trying to go back to school because I knew that there was going to be some math classes involved in that. And so for a middle-aged person who's been away from the classroom for so long, I don't remember much anything about math. It's just a fact. I can do my checkbook, I can do my money, I can run my business, order of operations, equations, it's all gone, lost a long time ago. And so I think that kept me out of finishing a bachelor's degree for a lot of years. And the one thing that I'll say to that is Sophia Learning. That was an easy way that was not as intimidating as a high pressure class. I was able to go through it, and I could go through those videos multiple times and go through those things and was able to overcome it. And once I got past that, I felt as though I had some success. I said, okay, I can do this. And then the second closest thing that was intimidating was the writing of papers. If you haven't written a paper in 20, we write in our daily life, in our business life, emails and texts, but I hadn't written a paper in a long time.
Those are the 2 big things that scare most people. It's the writing of papers and it's doing the math. I find very few people are intimidated by science classes, which is what intimidates me, by the way, or history classes or geography. Everybody feels comfortable being tested on whether they can look at a map. But the writing and the math, those are just we must have all just had a really bad high school math or writing teacher who we just have in the back of our mind where we're like, that person thought I was an idiot. I'll always be an idiot. But then somebody like you goes and gives it a shot, tries it. And with the power of Sophia, working at your own pace, that sounds like it turned out really well.
It worked out great. Yeah, I've become a huge fan of what you're doing. I really have, because it's allowing people an opportunity to go back to school with a plan and a path to do it that otherwise really would not be able to do it. And so it allowed me to achieve a life goal that was a big thing off my list of goals that I wanted to achieve. And so I really can't thank you all enough for what you're doing.
We're happy to help. And thanks for returning the favor and coming back and sharing your story with other people.
Absolutely.
Today's big takeaways are to stay focused, don't let math and writing intimidate you, just find a way to learn them that suits your learning style, and be sure to take the time to research and find a school that complements your goals, how you learn, what your priorities are. If you find the right school, it can save you so much time. And if you want help with that, you can sign up for a consultation at the link in the description. We help busy adults graduate college quickly and inexpensively so they can build a career that they love, and we would love to help you too. So go ahead and congratulate Nick down below. Thank you for watching, and happy hack.